And I say, free. Nobody speaks about it. Take out your easy card. You're trying to balance yourself. Maybe you fall once or twice, and I don't really like.
How would you rate your Taiwanese life?
Let's maintain our 8.
Hola chicos， 我是 Adele， 今天在我旁边的是大家最喜欢的
Hola， 我是 Neil。
如果之前有看過 Neil 上一支影片的，就知道他來台灣才2個禮拜。Now you've been here for 1 month and half.
Yeah.
I want to do some update for our audience because a lot of audience are curious about your life in Taiwan. So, if you need to rate again, how would you rate your Taiwanese life?
Let's maintain our 8.
Yeah? Why would you maintain 8?
Now I had the opportunity to go to other places, translate, defend, that increased my rate. But I had faced some things that I didn't really like. For example, the traffic lights. I have to wait a lot of time for crossing a street, maybe 19 seconds, and then when I can cross, cars don't respect the lights and they cross in a way. And then the buses go really fast. You try to take out your easy card. You're trying to balance yourself. Maybe you fall once or twice, and finally you can sit down. I don't really like. For the rest, I had the opportunity to eat more kind of dishes. Everything, as I said in the past video, was delicious. That even improved.
Yeah? Why?
I tried more dishes, and they are still amazing.
Have you tried our famous stinky tofu?
I tried. That's the only thing that I don't like. Stinky tofu.
So almost all the foreign friends that I have, they don't like stinky tofu.
I don't like stinky tofu. I love the mochis that you have here, that you put plantain inside and strawberry. Delicious.
How would you compare the quality of life between Spain and Taiwan?
The great thing here is that you can eat out almost every day, and it's really cheap. Maybe in Spain it costs you 600 Taiwanese dollars. Go out with your friends and eat in restaurants, it's cheap. Then if you go for beers, things change a little bit, because in Spain it costs you around 50 Taiwanese dollars.
Yes.
And here 250. If you go to other areas, maybe 150. It's still expensive. So if you want to eat, it's better here. If you want to drink, go to Spain. Coffees are expensive.
You think so?
In Spain, they cost around, again, 50. Here it can cost you 100. One place that you recommend me, it costed 180.
Some coffee shops are really expensive and they charge the minimum expense, which means if you only want the cake, you cannot only order the cake, you have to order the drink, because that's how they make money.
So if you want to eat, that's great here in Taiwan. If you want to have alcohol or go with your friends just for have a coffee.
So that's why many people just cook the coffee by themselves.
That's a good one.
So I also want to add up, I think depends on your preference to define which quality of life is better. For example, when I was in Spain, I felt the quality of life in terms of traveling, it's really, really nice, because you can easily travel to other countries, so you can have a lot of traveling experience. And also the nature in Spain is super rich. They are so different, but of course in terms of convenience and safety, Taiwan is really good.
I think it's that in Spain you have many different climates. Climate is different. You have mountains, you have beaches, you have islands.
Diversity,
You have a huge diversity of places where you can go. We mix a lot of history. You have the Muslims, you have the Romans. You can find a lot of culture diversification. I cannot talk about my experience in Taiwan because I have only been in 4 places or 5 places. Next week I go to Tainan. Maybe this will change.
You will find something different.
Yeah, I see that things are pretty similar. It's true that I've been traveling
within
in the zone
Taipei.
of Taipei.
I think you will see more history. The food is different. So a lot of people say it's sweeter.
The one to try there is the bubble tea.
It's different?
I don't know, but it's the original. It's not there.
I remember you told me the reason that you want to come to Taiwan was to learn Chinese. How's your Chinese going? It's a test.
No, Chinese is really complicated. I try to speak with people, the nice things that everybody is willing to teach you how to practice with you Chinese, but still I'm struggling.
So after you go back to Spain, do you think you're gonna keep learning Chinese?
Well, the good thing in Barcelona is that we have a huge community of Chinese people, so I can practice ordering my coffee or my
Yeah.
我要一杯啤酒. One funny thing that maybe you will love, it's that sometimes they ask me, how many do you want? And I say, 3. And they say, 8. No, 3.
And then the Taiwanese people like, that's 8.
What? That's 8.
1,
1,
2, 3. 3.
I can't. It's easier in other way.
But
can't
that's
do
8.
that. Okay. Nobody speaks over that.
Tell us how Spain...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
You cannot go.
That's the barrier.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look how Taiwanese
And then
people efficient.
11.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's
6,
smarter your way.
7,
Okay,
8.
you win. You win.
That's why Asian people are so good at math. No, that's just joking.
Take care if you go to Europe and you want
yes.
to say 8.
Don't say that.
And if you go to Italy, if you want to order 5 beers, do it like that.
Really? Why? Bad
It's a
thing.
joke. No, it's not a bad thing. It's about the Roman numbers. It's a joke. 5.
Peace. Next question is: Do you find any Taiwanese behavior or habits that you found a little bit hard to get used to?
Sometimes, we are very in Europe. If you want to meet with people, you usually have a beer or have alcohol. No, mainly beer. Okay. Actually, if you go to one bar and you don't order a beer, people look at you weird. You are a weirdo, and they get even insulted if you don't want to have a beer with them. This is changing now because we are going into keto diets and all these
Really?
things.
It's
So
really popular?
it's really popular in Spain. So if you have some friends in Taiwan, they usually or they drink a lot or they don't drink at all. If you want to have beer, you cannot do it because people who drinks will want to go party with you and get drunk. And the others, they only want a coffee and that's it. So it's really hard to find a place where you can have a drink, beer. Yeah, think about it. Imagine going with your friends in one bar. You first go for coffee, some food, squid, maybe ham, and then you go for beer. You see what's happening here.
No.
In the same place, you're having coffee, you're eating, and you're having beer. Think about one place here in Taipei where you can do
To have all
those
of
three
that.
things. That's the big difference. That here you have to go to specific areas for having your coffee, having your food, or having your drinks. So right now it's mind-blowing when I'm here and I cannot find any place where I can have a beer.
Because of this, do you find it hard to make a plans with Taiwanese friends?
I can still make plans, but I don't know what to do. What do you usually do here? When you meet with people, with your friends, what do you do?
Usually meet for lunch, dinner, coffee, and that's it. I feel with my Taiwanese friend, we tend to be more indoor activities.
Which kind of indoor activities?
Like what I say, like afternoon tea, movie.
The Western culture is cursed with the formal culture that we have to do different things every day. Fear of missing out. So we have to go to the beach, then go to skiing, then we always have to do different things.
Yes.
We have to live as many things as possible. Otherwise our life is incomplete. So it can be something good, but at the same time, sometimes we are so focused on
Outside.
doing so many different things.
So I think at the end it all comes back to balance.
Yeah.
Like I know like some Taiwanese people might think, the foreigners always are very active, outgoing, do all kind of activities all the time like you just mentioned. Too extreme. Always going out, always staying home. And then I think we need to find a balance. Of course, whatever that you prefer, we prefer to do. But I think having the balance is really important.
So one thing what I notice with traffic lights is that you usually have to wait a lot of time. What bothers me a lot is that, okay, let's respect those 90 seconds. But then when you want to cross, sometimes there are cars who they have a red light, but they cross. Sometimes you can see that cars are not crossing, you cannot cross, but still it's red. What's the point? I think that the system should be improved and they should calculate when
Better.
cars cannot go across the street, pedestrians have more time to cross.
I do feel the road system is kind of really messy. I also found very difficult to cross the road sometimes.
Because I think that about this system that you didn't update it,
Maybe.
and now you have more streets. They are not synchronized,
Right.
so you have to wait unnecessarily because cars cannot cross anywhere.
Taiwanese government, please, please update this. Do you have any things to say to Taiwanese audience? They love you so much.
I can say thank you very much, because sometimes it's incredible that you go on the street, you are walking around, other people come to you and say, welcome to Taiwan, have a good time here. It makes me really glad to hear that I'm welcome in this country.
So I really hope you have a really good time in Taiwan. I know time is ticking. Overall, I really hope you have a great time here in Taiwan. That's it. So if you like this content, give the thumbs up. If you want to follow me for more his adventure, you can follow his Instagram.